the next 4 quarters, only keep it light. Strapped in tight, we're taking flight. From the field to the court, we'll have our sight.
Welcome back to the Weekend Roundup. I'm Vic. There's Gary, Daryl, and Tony. And we'll be doing sports, dropping every Wednesday. What do you got for us, Daryl?
Let's get into something like real relevant currently. Just Devondre Campbell, who refused to go into the game in the third quarter on Thursday night. Since Gary's a diehard Niners fan, I figured he'd be either happy, upset, or calling for Kyle Shanahan's head right now.
I mean, I've been calling for Kyle Shanahan's head for 6 weeks now, so that's nothing new. That's just more proof that he's lost the team and he's not that good of a coach.
Right? Did you hear the guys after the game? They were they're like, we've never seen that. We hope we never see it again. Like, Kittle was disappointed. Like, everyone was just like somber. Like, we can't believe this guy didn't go in. Like, even people were like killing the guy. Like, oh, he didn't go in. He didn't go in. And I have no idea why he didn't go in. But like, dude just like grabbed his stuff and went home. Like, he grabbed his bag and went home.
Said not playing third quarter.
Did he say anything about why he did or didn't do it?
Not that I've seen.
Not that I've seen.
Like,
They're
all I know
saying
is like, if the dude leaves, if the dude leaves in the third quarter, like just grabs his stuff and goes, like, how do you not fire him? Like, when you're at the press conference or like walking to the press conference, like, yeah, that dude doesn't belong on the team anymore.
They need
gone.
Mr. Deeds to manage the 49ers is what they need.
But anyway, Tony, you were saying you read somewhere?
No, I heard that because he replaced Greenlaw. You know, after Greenlaw got hurt in the Super Bowl, and then he was sour about how they just benched him for Greenlaw, and but Greenlaw's a much better linebacker. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot better,
way better.
But I think they were saying he was sour about just getting his time cut or being replaced by Greenlaw. So he wanted to stick it back to the Niners and say, "Oh, now you need me? Well, fuck you. I'm not going to help you now."
Yeah.
Which
I'm leaving and I'm losing all the money I'm due. See you later.
And and it was a 1-year deal he's on too, so he's not. I mean, that was it for his career, probably.
That's it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know how hard it's going to be to get a job now? Like, it's like, dude, you quit on your team.
Yeah. I don't know if that's a Shanahan problem though. Like, I don't know if he lost the locker room. I just think
I think he's on the way.
Well, I mean, maybe, but I don't think that was a lose the locker room situation. I think that was just that guy's personal problem. Because nobody else is calling out Shanahan. Like, you don't see Kittle up there saying it was bad management or bad play calling or, or Purdy saying anything, or even Greenlaw or Bosa. Like, I just think it was a singular.
Gary's mad at Shanahan, which has, like, I don't know what happened to the 49ers. Like, they got hit by. They need a new strength and conditioning coach. It reminds me of back in the day when the Broncos lost Steve Antonopoulos, remember? And we couldn't keep people healthy for anything. They were always on the injury reserve. Christian McCaffrey's been injured twice. Trent Williams, the list goes on and on and on and on. Like, their strength and conditioning coach needs fired is what I think more than.
It seems like they need a nutritionist, like a better nutritionist, and be like, hey, you California guys need to eat meat. You have to. It can't be just vegetables all the time. You have to eat red meat.
Oh, they eat meat.
Maybe they just eat milk.
At Diddy parties.
Hey, speaking of a Diddy party, did you see LeBron James just freaking left for personal reasons after
what a cool
people
winkadink.
After everybody's calling him out like, hey, why are you saying there's no party like a Diddy party and what's going on? And he's like, I'm just gonna take a break from basketball.
But his lawyer probably got a letter saying so and so and so and so are gonna allegedly, I'm just speculating. Probably said, hey, you raped the 14-year-old boy, like, and he's gonna sue you if you don't pay us some money. So he's like, I have to figure this out.
They said there's
got to be some kind of legal trouble, and he's like, just say it's personal reasons, or it says my toe. Isn't that what they said it was? Was it his toe or something like that? His foot?
Yeah.
The first game he missed, they said it was because of like an injury, like a toe or something. Foot, toe, something crazy.
Okay, now I'm going to believe this. So go ahead and pull up the screen and type in LeBron James's toes. Because it is the most disgusting thing you've ever seen.
I don't want to see LeBron James's toes.
Oh, yeah, me either.
No, but you have to. There's something wrong with it. You're like, what the? From years of playing basketball, look what his toes look like. Go ahead and share that with everybody.
I'm looking for a better shot there, but oh my God.
Is that not as bad?
Goodness.
Let me get the screen share.
Is it like Deion Sanders' toes?
What? I don't even know about Deion Sanders' toes.
No,
You see that?
you don't
Oh
have it.
my God, you don't know about Deion Sanders toes? We'll look at that one next.
Yeah.
But I mean, look at that toe, like that toe next to the big toe,
Yes.
and then look how smashed those three toes are next to the big toe. Oh my God! And then that little toe is just like, "What's up? I'm gonna just hop on over."
Yeah.
Like it looks like he's trying to frog hop that toe next to it. You know?
Mm-hmm.
This little piggy.
Yeah, don't worry about that little guy.
This little piggy, that little piggy really is going home.
Oh God,
Hello, piggy.
that
Big
is
home.
horrendous. Yeah, let's see Deion.
What is going on with Deion Sanders' toes?
Watch.
He's missing one.
He
And
only
who
has 8.
I mean, do we have some weird foot fetish or something? Are we just finding out about our
We
foot
got
fetish?
into it pretty bad.
So we didn't. You brought it up.
Look at that thing.
Oh, look at that. He dude, if that was a mouth, he'd have teeth. You know?
There's like, what is
Yeah,
that?
he's only got like 3 little teeth right there. You know? Little,
It's like hillbilly teeth.
yeah,
Like those teeth that you get in the like little quarter machines that you put in your mouth to look like a hillbilly.
yeah. Yeah, like he had to sit down with Shannon Sharp and he was showing him his toe. We were like, oh my God, dude.
Dude,
Like
from this distance, because it's so small on my screen, it looks like a snail. It looks like the snail
It
body
looks
and the
like Gary
2
the
eyes.
snail from
Yeah, dude.
SpongeBob.
Gary, it looks like Gary. Have
Gary
you-
the snail from SpongeBob. Yeah.
Okay, I think the absolute worst. If we're gonna go over like grievous things, have you seen Alex Smith's leg?
No, but I know that can't be good.
No, look at what his leg looks like. They had to take his like half and put it on the front of his leg. He almost died from that injury.
Good one. This one. Look at that. My goodness, dude.
Is that not the worst thing you've ever
Well, yeah, cause didn't they say the surgery went well, but then he got like an infection or something?
Mm-hmm.
It was like
Yeah,
life threatening.
Is that not the worst thing you've ever seen?
Dude, he played a year. He
After
came back
that?
and played a year like that.
Yeah.
Like, if that's not comeback player of the year, like, I don't know what is. It's like, wow.
It doesn't even make sense. It doesn't look like a normal leg.
I mean, we're just gonna start giving comeback player of the year to people that almost die. Like, that's what you almost died. You died. You comeback player of the year. You just gotta play one
Lamar
snap.
Hamlin, I mean, he got it once already. Is he going to get it again?
I mean, he's alive still.
Yeah.
So we went over this last week. He's still alive. So, and he's
Here's some-
playing.
2 seasons in a row, give him comeback player of the year.
He
That's
came back again. You know, it's like a resurrection.
Yeah,
He rose like the phoenix from the ashes.
yeah. I was pretty excited last night watching the Nuggets play. You guys
Oh, they
watch that
actually
game?
won, which is
They did.
crazy.
They look. Oh, but we were on the phone while it was going on. And I'm like, I hate these guys. Oh God, they're great. I hate them. They're great.
Did Jamal play?
And he
Well,
looked
he's
good,
not-
man. He
He's
looked
not
like
bitching out.
bubble. Huh?
He's not bitching out still, huh?
He looked like Bubble Jamal. Like pull up three.
Mm.
He was like,
Well, did you hear the report that just came out and said he has plantar fasciitis? That's what's been hindering him.
That's painful.
I was
yeah.
gonna say, I don't know if you guys ever had that, but it is bad.
But no, like, remember what I was saying? I was like, I think he's injured. Like, I think something's wrong, like, physically. Like, there's something weird. Maybe it's hindering him from, like, you know, working out, doing extra stuff. But yeah, I read it, like, yesterday that he had plantar fasciitis. I was like,
I just know every time
Okay.
he's out, Jokic looks like the MVP.
Yeah.
Like by far.
well,
Oh,
Jokic
yeah.
did have he had an off
Just like
night
that
last night.
season he was out after he tore his ACL. The season after
Mhm.
that. And
Mhm.
Jokic won the MVP. Like Jokic just seems like, oh, I don't got Murray. Swish.
You
Swish.
mean I don't have to pass the ball?
Yeah.
Yeah. Dude, he's shooting like a ridiculous percentage. I think he's like number 3 in percentage, field goal percentage, number 2 in points, number 1 in rebounds, number 2 in assists. It's otherworldly.
ungodly.
Yeah.
Yeah, you are by far the best player in the NBA. Best player in the world right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's setting records. I was going to send it to you guys last night where they did like this matrix, right, of like the 3 best years anybody's had. And, you know, they went over like when Michael Jordan won his championship in 95, 96, and 97, right? Like how impactful like what they were doing was. And then LeBron James when he won a couple in Cleveland. And the matrix scored those two here. And like, you know, the other people are like way down here. at like a 12, and they were like at an 8. Freaking what Nikola Jokic has done these last 3 years, have him rated at like a 14 or 15. It's just, we've not seen anything like it. He's awesome that he's with the Nuggets.
Yeah. I'd laugh at all those like TikTok clips that you get that like, oh, look at Jokic. He's just showing up to work. He's like, and then he's like, yeah, I'm just here to show up and get my Employee of the Year awards and then go home. I miss my horses. I was like,
and I don't think he'll ever leave the Nuggets unless we fuck up. Like, he's cool with staying here.
Yeah. No, the Nuggets would have to really screw up for him to leave.
Yeah, he loves it there. You know, the other one that I thought was pretty awesome was Garrett Bowles when he signed his contract extension. He said, I'm building legacy here. I was here when it's shitty. I'm going to be here when it's good.
Good. Yeah. Name drop Bo Nix like a champ, though. During that, I was like, oh my God, this guy. I was like, I'm excited about Bo Nix, but I'm trying to rein it in. I'm like, man, we've had good things before that just explode in our face. So I'm not into overcommitting right now, you know. I gotta take it like a prom night, you know. That's it. Just go slow.
You don't want to just bust all over the place right away,
no.
Daryl.
Yeah, you don't want to get all blown up in your face.
It happens, though.
Yeah. No, to the best of us, really.
Oh, Lord.
You know what? I really want to see Cortland Sutton win a playoff game, man, because I don't think he's that spectacular of a player, so, you know, but he's just the right kind of guy you want in your locker room. And he's never bitched, man. And I love that guy for that. Like, he could be average, that's fine. But I've never seen him bitch one fucking time. Even when he should have
married Thomas, right?
Yeah.
That's who he reminds me of. Just good dude, never complains, never goes to work, never.
Yep.
Dude, because he's been wasted with Teddy Bridgewater and Trevor Simeon and all Nathaniel Hackett. My God,
yeah. Paxton Lynch,
like you said, never
Joe
complained, never
Flacco, Case
anything.
Keenum.
Daniel Hackett ruined careers. That motherfucker.
Ooh,
he's terrible.
I mean, Josh McDaniels ruins franchises, but then they kind of turn it around. It's like, hey,
he
we're going to ruin your franchise, but then you're going to be okay after a few years, you know? If you can rebuild right, you'll be fine.
But
I'm going to come ruin your quarterback.
Did McDaniels really ruin Denver, or did he just try to instill something that wasn't in a winning franchise at the time, right?
I think he's the direct reason why we won the Super Bowl in 15, because he fucking ruined it. And we had to recover, and then we got Peyton Manning.
No, but think of some of the players that he drafted, though, right?
Yeah,
Eric Decker,
true.
Eric Decker, No Show Moreno,
DT,
right? DT. I mean, he did get talent in there. The guys he got were solid guys. He just, you know, like
it's just Josh McDaniels' MO is let me be the head coach of your franchise, and the first thing I'm going to do is get rid of your quarterback, whoever it is. I'm going to get rid of him.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
No, I'm going to bring in some
random. That's what bothers
random.
me about him. Like, instead of coming in and developing a guy, he wants to get rid of him and get a guy he's already coached. Like, what? Jimmy Garoppolo,
right.
man, how many times has he fucked up franchises over Jimmy Garoppolo? Or was it Matt Castle? It was Matt Castle the first time.
I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not. Yeah, it was Matt Castle.
Where is Josh McDaniels now?
I don't know. I'm surprised he's not grabbing his stuff and going to UNC with Belichick.
Yeah. I don't think he's in the league anymore.
Wow. Yeah. I remember how mad I was when he traded Jay Cutler. I'm like, you are and Kyle Orton.
Oh, man. Dude, Kyle Orton was the most efficient quarterback I've ever seen between the 20s. But as soon as you get in the red zone, bearding it up. Here he is.
Yeah, that's it.
Settle for a field goal.
Listen, you remember when we started that season, we got rid of Jay Cutler, we had Kyle Orton, we started off 6-0, and we're like, oh my God, we have an opportunity.
Yeah. Then we played the Ravens.
The NFL just slapped us down.
Yeah, did they win another game that whole season, or
I
were
don't think they did?
I don't think so either.
I don't remember.
Well, they
caught us
filming other teams, and then we had to turn the tapes in, and then we did
in London. We tried to pull the old Belichick maneuver of we're just gonna record these guys real fast, record their practice.
That only works once. Once you're caught,
apparently it doesn't work at all.
Well, once people know about it, once Belichick got caught, it's done. You can't do that. You got to find a different way.
Yeah.
Well, didn't Harbaugh get caught doing that with his glasses? Isn't that what he was doing?
It was the sign stealing.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
so,
they blamed some other dude completely. But then they ruled against Harbaugh where, like, he's got to sit out a season if he ever gets hired by a college team again.
Oh yeah, they really hurt him.
He ain't never going back.
Let me put this ruling down when you're going to the NFL.
Yeah, we'll show you.
Yeah, you're not welcome back here no more. He's like, that's fine.
That's okay. Yeah, I was in the Super Bowl with the 49ers a couple years ago. Guess what? I'll be in with the Chargers in like 2 more. So yeah, I don't care. And we won the championship, so still don't care.
Yeah, and you didn't revoke it. It's not like they took it away. Not like they Reggie Bushed him.
Did you guys ever watch that Johnny Manziel documentary?
The one on Netflix?
Yeah.
The Johnny Football one?
Yeah.
Where they were asking him, how often did you study? And he's like,
yeah. So listen, I hated him when he was in the NFL, right? But you watch that documentary, and he is the reason why college players get paid, and they should. He's like, because he was signing autographs for it didn't matter who you were, right? They would bring him a stack of pictures, and this stack of pictures, he said he'd get like $1,500 to sign, and then this one would be he'd be like $5,000. They're like, what? Like $5,000 for that one. And what about this one? $4,000, because he was just some dumb college kid who did nothing but drink and play football, and he's the one that took on the NCAA, and he's like, Adidas is making $1 billion off a Texas Longhorn jersey with my number. I can't sign my name. Yeah, so it's an interesting documentary. I'd watch it if I was you guys.
Yeah, no. The thing is, I get more respect for Manziel now than I did when he was in the league. Like now, if you hear him on podcasts and any interviews and stuff he gives, even that documentary, you're like, oh, he was well aware of everything he was doing. He was just like, I don't really care. Whatever. It's like Jay Cutler. Like Jay Cutler, when he played for us, I was like, oh yeah, Jay Cutler, but he did whine a lot, and that pissed me off when Phillip Rivers would be doing the boohoo face and stuff to him. Like, oh God, I can't stand Phillip Rivers. But then he went to Chicago. I'm like, yeah, that's what you get, Chicago. That's who you get. You get Jay Cutler.
Jay Cutler. I never liked you.
and then I watched a couple episodes of when it was him and his ex-old lady, that Cavallari girl. Can't remember what the hell it was. He was hilarious in those. He'd go hunting, come in, just blow crap everywhere, just dirty up the house, and be like, "What? What am I doing?"
It'd be like Tony.
Start drinking beer
Tony over there. That's how I imagine Tony is. He just come walking in, just.
I've gotten better, but yes.
Tony's the Jay Cutler of Pueblo.
I'm gonna take that as a compliment.
We just haven't found anything you're good at. That's the difference. He was talented, good at things.
I'm okay at a
dude
lot
had
of
a rocket arm. Jay Cutler had a rocket arm.
Oh, yeah.
He had a gun. At the combine, he was like, oh yeah, I'm going to put up all this weight and shit. You're like, man, he's killing it.
Well, he did.
And then he comes in the league and you're like, he just kind of gave up. He's like,
I think he did 225 38 times. It was
more than the lineman or something?
Yeah, he was smoking linemen. I mean, he's almost as athletic as Tony is.
Yeah, he's just a notch below Chuck Norris.
Whoa, don't bring up Chuck Norris in this.
Jay Cutler.
He's just right there,
Steven Seagal and Cutler are on the same level.
You can't forget the other guy, Brian Thurston. Thirsty. Yeah. He's in there too.
Where does the flute player land in on that? That actually beat Chuck Norris in 1968.
Apparently he's eye to eye with him,
He's got to be. He's got to be. Flute player.
Jay Cutler.
Hey, Gary, I want to hear a couple of your best Chuck Norris jokes. You got a couple one-liners?
No, I don't.
No? All right.
What do you mean? You don't have a good Chuck Norris joke?
Don't have it.
You would have some of them tattooed on you.
Yeah,
well, I mean, there
should be scripture on Gary,
there
Chuck
aren't any good ones anymore.
25-17.
They've all been out for so long that they're just there.
Reasonable. I agree.
They need to come up with new ones is what they need to do.
Yeah. Or you just gotta get a tattoo,
some creative.
Instead of getting the Jesus hands, you gotta get little Chuck Norris hands, little karate chop hands.
Well, for Chuck Norris, wouldn't it be like the roundhouse kick?
That'd be fine, yeah. Little foot to the face, that'd be good.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Did you see that one? It showed Chuck Norris is the bottom of his shoe, and then it showed Thanos' chin.
Yeah.
That's
He
awesome.
fucking kicked Thanos in the face.
Gave him that ball sack looking chin.
I know how he got that ball sack. Chuck Norris just chilling on the beach with a boot on.
Oh Lord.
No, I did hear one Chuck Norris joke. It was like a year or 2 years ago that I'd never heard before, and I can't remember it, but I thought it was amazing.
That may be the most disappointing story I've ever heard, Gary.
I was really like, let's go, baby.
We're
No,
like, oh,
I can't remember,
yeah,
and it makes me
on
mad.
red, man.
It makes me mad. I found it on TikTok. I even liked the video, but I go back through my videos. I cannot find it again.
Okay, I'm gonna motion to say that
You know what happened? Chuck Norris banned that account.
Probably.
I'm gonna make a motion after that story that Tony is no longer the dumbest one, and Gary is.
That's all right.
If we're doing family squares, I got to move Gary to the bottom corner.
Yeah, circle gets a square, drop him down. Yeah, that was a bad story, Gary.
That's just because there's so many. Like, you've heard them all except for that one, and I just can't remember it.
I just
Really
thought you had a
pisses me
couple
off.
favorites. I just wanted to hear your
I
favorite.
mean, they're all pretty good. Some of them get overplayed. Like the Tiger one is way overplayed, I think.
I don't even know
Tiger
that
one.
Yeah, where he goes into the tiger cage and the tiger trainer says, now just stay calm and don't make any sudden movements and go back away. And the tiger just takes off, leaves him. And it's just so stupid, like the snake one.
Let's see.
You know what one was funnier?
Chuck
That's
Norris
what I
doesn't
mean,
do push-ups. He pushes down the earth.
That's a newer one. The Thanos one was a newer one, but all the other ones, everyone's heard them all. They're not good anymore.
At
They're
night,
classic.
the boogeyman chucks for Chuck Norris underneath his bed.
Yeah, they're classics, but like they're not. They're
There's
just
nothing wrong with
yeah.
the classic.
What's
Yeah,
that
that's
one?
true. That's absolutely a fact.
One time, Chuck Norris missed 2 days of school. It's known as
Yeah,
the
they're
weekend, Gary. Yeah. Chuck Norris used to drop his mom and dad off at work before he went to school.
Yeah, yeah. When he turned 18, his parents moved out.
Yeah. See, there you go.
Yeah,
Jeez.
see that? It's way better than the lion one.
Hey, Gary, weird
And the
coincidence.
one you
When I
can't
turned
remember.
18, my parents moved out.
Yeah,
True story. Actually happened.
Wait, you know what? I don't think I heard
The
what you
morning
said. Can you
of.
repeat that?
I said, weird fact. When I turned 18, my parents moved out.
Shut the front door.
Dude, my mom went to him the day prior to us leaving and goes, hey, you got to stay here and pay the bills. We're leaving.
Yeah, she's like, we're moving. I was like, cool, where to? No, not you. Us.
Pretty much.
No, you stay right there.
Yeah, no, you're staying here. Here's
You
the
got
bills.
shit to do here.
Here's the key. They're due in a week.
Listen, here.
I work at a pizza shop.
I was just saying, we've known each other for fucking 30 years, and I've never heard that story. How have I never heard that one story?
He's just
Trauma.
getting over the trauma.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's able to
Look,
talk
you're
about it
18
now.
tomorrow.
I can let it out into the world now, you know?
You finally accepted it.
Yeah.
I mean,
Hey,
that explains
I've
a lot.
also accepted Chuck Norris as my Lord and Savior.
See?
finally.
Gary goes to the church of Chuck Norris. It's
I mean,
a thing.
if I were to go to church, I would probably consider that one.
You'd probably have to roundhouse kick someone in the face walking in instead of dipping your finger in the
That's
water.
the only way you could get in.
Yeah.
You know
Can you
what?
do this roundhouse? Mm-mm.
No.
No. My legs
the-
don't
yeah.
split that way.
Yeah. The Bruce Lee church is over there who can't kick like Chuck Norris can.
I'm going to
You
the Steven
can't
Seagal
kick, you
church
gotta
so I
go
can
to
just do
that
this.
Yeah. I'm sorry. I'm better at the wax on, wax off.
Yeah.
Steven
I'm more
Seagal's
of the
over there.
Aikido guy. We're good.
Yeah.
All I got to do is do this. Cool. And you guys would
Listen.
just fall down for me? Love it.
Yeah. Yeah.
But anyway, getting back to Gary's hatred of, Kyle Shanahan, what other coaches do you think are on the hot seat this year? Like, I'd say Antonio Pierce, even though we've talked about this, like,
Yeah, he's done.
forever.
Guarantee he's done.
You really think he's absolute? I don't know, man.
I don't think so.
I don't know if he's done, but I think he's on the hot seat.
I don't think it's
I
a
think
hot
it
seat
depends on
yet.
the draft.
I don't think they're going to get rid. And I'll tell you, he hasn't lost a team. They played to the end. He took over a bad thing. They had I mean, they should have drafted a quarterback and they did not, and that was stupid. But that freaking tight end is amazing. Brock Bowers.
Bowers is amazing.
Yeah, he's good.
You get a Cam Ward or a Shadur Sanders throwing him the ball, man. I think they'll be all right.
I think they kind of relegated like this is a rebuilding year. But man, if you watch the Raiders play, they don't quit.
So do you think they go out and actually get like a better offensive coordinator?
They
Oh
should.
yeah, I think they get Sanders because that's where he wants to play. Right, every time the Raiders lose, Shadur says, "All right,
thank God."
He's happy. Like that's where Shadur wants to play. They got one of the most incredible defensive linemen on the planet. And
MEXX. That dude's amazing.
Yeah. So I think they got a lot of good pieces, and they're waiting. They've chucked it up as a rebuilding year. I don't have them firing Antonio Pierce.
Yeah, it
They
looks
do
like
need
they've
receivers,
already
though.
talked about it behind the scenes, like because he don't ever act like he's worried about losing his job. You know, and if they pulled a player in to talk to the players about how they feel, I mean, I'm sure they would all have his back, or at least 90% of the locker room.
Well, as long as
Yeah,
you
I
got
agree with
Max,
that.
right? As long as you got Max,
agree with
as
that.
long as Max has your back, like you're good.
Yeah,
And
Like,
he does.
he's the
definitely.
organization right now.
I will say though, like if you're a coach and you shouldn't act like you're worried about your job because you don't want to portray that. You need to go out and try to play every game, like coach them to win. You don't want to seem
Eberflus.
scared.
He looks
That
scared.
guy didn't understand. That guy didn't understand how to be a coach is the problem.
No,
I mean,
that was,
I still am
that was as
baffled.
painful as watching Hackett like struggle with the time clock.
Yes.
Oh yeah,
You-
didn't
but you
understand
don't-
it. Simple time.
You don't think when you watch Shanahan on the sidelines or in the press conference afterwards, he looks like he's worried? I could see it in his face.
He does, and he should be.
Yeah.
But like,
Yeah,
you shouldn't. What I'm saying is, you should not be. You shouldn't
Oh,
put
no,
that
yeah.
out there. But
because you already got your money. They got to pay you.
Well, that
So, I mean,
you don't want to. You just don't want to look like that.
There's like, what does it matter?
yeah, I already got paid. It's a fully
Yeah,
guaranteed
you don't want
contract.
to look like
fire
that.
me.
You want to keep playing, like try to coach to win. You want your players to not think there's a problem. There's still a chance they could turn it around. Like they
True.
continue to win, like they could do better. But Yak scared, like Eberflus, like coach scared. There's no chance of turning that around.
Dude, Doug
What
Peterson
about, like-
doesn't coach like he's scared, and he should be terrified.
I don't know how that guy's still
I was
employed.
gonna say,
Yeah,
the only one that deserved to be fired more than Matt Eberflus is Peterson, and you're like,
Yeah.
what are you doing? Like, what is
Yeah,
this
he should have
owner
never came back
thinking?
from London. He should have just
No, he
stayed
should-
in London.
Yeah,
he should have never got hired again after
They-
leaving Philadelphia.
yeah. That's Peterson is like the Ted Lasso of the NFL. It's like a bad
He should go.
joke.
He should go coach soccer. Is that what you're
Yeah,
saying?
like
Go.
it's like a bad joke trying to ruin the team, right? Like, what? Why would you hire this guy?
I don't think that owner knows what the fuck he's doing.
No,
He's keeping Peterson
So-
on because of his success before he even got.
when he came in, he seemed like he knew what he was doing, but it's gone downhill significantly over the
Yeah,
last
they had a good first year.
3 years.
Yeah. They did. They did have some good years. Trevor Lawrence looked good. You know,
Yeah, when he had the fucking weirdo as
So
quarterback
what
or
was
his
it? Was it
coach,
3 or
Urban?
4 years ago?
When they had Urban Meyer's built team, they
and
looked
he's
pretty
just rubbing
good.
assholes in clubs and shit. Just yeah.
what are you
Was it-
talking about?
Did you ever hear about Urban Meyer?
Yeah.
Yes.
He was rubbing this girl's asshole, like got caught, like rubbing this girl's asshole while he has a wife.
Yes.
Yeah, those Hebrew eggs right there with Magic Johnson.
Yeah.
No, he didn't get AIDS from doing it.
He didn't have to pay. You know, he didn't pay nothing.
He walked
So-
away STD free, I think.
So,
Yeah.
so we're gonna say Urban Meyer, Kobe Bryant, Magic Johnson. They're at
Yes.
the bottom of the pool.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So speaking
I mean,
of
if we're
Urban
ranking
Meyer,
in, you know, worst about, you know,
yeah,
like worst of all time is
speaking,
Magic.
speaking of Urban Meyer, did you guys watch that Aaron Hernandez
Yes.
story?
Yeah. So
So I haven't-
it's been real hard to get through because it's super gay.
Gay.
What?
Like
I'll
that
say
dude he was gay from like
Day one.
from being
Like,
a kid. Like his dad knew he was gay. I'm not even joking. Yeah.
So what?
Really,
what-
like they had the creepy uncle in there giving him
Yeah.
birthday money. Weird.
So I haven't
It
finished
wasn't
the show
birthday
yet,
money.
but yeah, when they bring in like Urban Meyer, like, and Bill Belichick, like that's how I actually picture those guys.
Yeah.
Like,
And
they got good
Gronk.
guys to play those guys. Yeah. Oh God.
Yeah. Gronk, 100%. Like that dude knocked it out of the park. He's amazing.
Listen,
Yeah.
nothing was better than that hard pause you guys had when they're like, it's
Gay. All I could tell you is he's gay.
Gay. Yeah.
But the show is like it is a good show. Like
It's a great show.
like he was a psycho from the start. Like it really goes through. Now it's probably not all accurate, but
No, it's probably dramatized a little bit.
so it's the same guy that does American Horror Story, Ryan Murphy, and he puts that kind of gay stuff in all his shows. Like it's just full of.
Yeah, and so the weird thing is, it's on FX, and it
Yeah, it's
opens
on
with
FX.
them in a titty bar. Dude,
Yep.
tits everywhere. I'm like,
I watched it on
I was
Disney
like,
Plus.
this is on normal TV. Just watching Tony roll all over his living room. Stop, Vic. I don't think I've ever seen Vic that red before.
Tony. The more I laugh, the more Tony laughs. The more he laughs, the more I laugh.
But yeah, no, anyway,
Like,
yeah, dude, they got Tebow. Like the guy that plays Tebow, like you're like that doesn't look like Tebow at all.
No.
But
Tebow's like a fucking Greek god. If you've ever seen the dude,
Yeah.
like he's like,
yeah, and the guy that got to play him was just like some standard white dude. You're like, oh look,
yeah, no,
that's Tebow, I guess.
Tebow's like Brock Lesnar, like just different level human being. I think he's like 250 pounds.
His
or
genes
something.
take over no matter what happens.
Oh
Yeah.
my. Yeah, poor
Yeah.
girl.
What's
Oh
that?
man. God bless her heart.
What's he talking about?
I don't even
That's my
know.
little daughter.
Oh my god!
You black out my.
Oh,
We're
yeah.
not even drinking on this one. Okay.
Oh. But anyway, yeah, no, they go through the whole thing. Like their casting's pretty good, like except for Tebow.
Yeah.
Tebow's the only one I was like, it's kind of weird. But
Yeah.
Belichick was good.
Oh yeah.
Did you see his
Gronk's
Belichick with
hilarious.
how about Bill Belichick's new girlfriend?
Dude, he's gonna have all kinds now.
Yeah.
He gets to go,
I
he
think
gets to go
for it.
back to college.
I think that's why he took that job instead of
Me
waiting
too.
for the Dallas Cowboys to open up.
He's
How
like,
big
oh,
a
you get
creep
Dallas
was that
Cowboys
guy?
cheerleaders, or you get just
Every
the
college
girls of
girl you want.
UNC.
Yeah.
I mean,
Okay.
I'm going there.
Hey, dude, that is the
is.
that
Didn't you see
That
that?
is-
So he took some chick home from the bar one time, and they had like her like ring camera footage.
Yeah, on the ring cam.
Yeah, they showed him all leaving, all trying to sneak out. I'm like, this guy's 70-some years old. He's sneaking out of a girl's house. You're Belichick. They should come to you.
yeah. Oh my God! He better
a
just
creep.
write Viagra and thank them because you know that dude is not in good
Oh,
shape.
dude,
No.
that dude probably does straight injections. Just
That guy
Let's
probably
go.
needed Viagra back when he was with the Browns. Like, that's how bad of shape
he
he
needed
is
Viagra
in.
back when he
Yeah,
worked
no,
for the
he's
Giants.
never been in good shape.
No.
No,
He-
Those
Did you ever
18-year-olds
see-
get you hard.
Did you guys ever see that when he was the head coach of the New York Jets? Did you guys know this happened?
for like the second,
For
Like he made, like, the-
literally, so he went
he
from
made
the
like
Browns
he almost made the press conference.
to the Jets, traded draft picks to the Patriots, gets up like 3 hours after he's hired as the coach and says, "I resign as HC of NY of the NYJ." That was the whole press conference. There was a,
Sounds like it.
what
Yeah,
the?
that's a typical, like, that's all his press conferences.
Yeah, that with the Aaron Hernandez story. That was my only gripe. I was like, I don't think Belichick talks that much.
No.
They had him listen to Bon Jovi and stuff, dancing.
Yeah, fucking dancing,
I was like,
singing.
really?
Yeah,
I was
what
like,
was it? It's my life.
yeah. Like on an
Listen.
old CD player, it was just spinning
Yeah.
around. He's like, yeah.
Have you ever watched the video of Matt White and his interaction with Bill Belichick over
Is that
not
when he
being-
was? Is that when he's like, yeah, just start asking questions and I'll act like I know him. I'll just rattle them off.
No. He's like, no need for words that are more than 2 syllables. You're not that
Oh,
smart.
yeah.
Have you seen that one?
Yeah.
You pull it up for Gary to watch because it is absolutely. It's Matt White, Bill Belichick, email chain. Type that in.
Oh. I
He
remember
was
there
in
was the one
Hawaii
where,
vacationing during training camp.
No, he wasn't vacationing. He was at the players. He was on the union, so he was doing union business. And
oh yeah, he's like, yeah, shouldn't you be here?
yeah,
This
this
is
is
all
Gary.
crazy about it.
You're the highest penalized player on offense last year, and you're over there. Yeah, he talks some ass shit.
It's like a 2-minute video, but it is absolutely one of the best.
I just got the text. Like, I'll bring the text up.
Oh, you're gonna read it because your voice are like he's on the ivory. First off, nobody can see that, buddy. It's like
Well, just because I
read
got
it.
it.
It's like
It's
trying
my
to find
main screen.
my pecker.
Trying to pull 2 inches of dick through 3 inches of Carhartt.
Yeah, dude. Like I can't see that at all.
That says he resumed reading Belichick's initial email. We have over 50 guys here working out today, and the one who isn't here does all the talking about how important all the offseason is. Figures. A lot of your teammates were concerned about you and asked why you weren't here, but don't worry. We will let them know that you're in Hawaii for a week. If you want to get something productive done out there, why don't you have them move this meeting to the week before teams start their off-season programs? Very respectfully yours, Bill Belichick, head coach of the New England Patriots. And it goes on to get like worse.
oh, dude, it is hilarious. But
Like
he tells
his response is just, it's hysterical. Like you'll have to read it all. You'll have to take a minute and read it all, but it's bad.
Yeah.
Like I know there was one where he told, was it, I don't know if it was Matt Light or somebody, where they told Bill, hey, just start rattling off these plays and formations, and I'll start saying, like, you let me know what they are and I'll say what they are. This way everybody thinks that I know exactly what's going on. And he's like, like he didn't say that. He was like, And then like I guess he told him like right before a meeting one time, he goes in there, he starts rattling off everything. Everyone's like, Jesus. He's like, yeah, I just studied. It's in there. It's in the book. he had all these rookies nervous as hell. I was like, this is funny as hell.
Oh, that's hilarious.
But yeah, no, that like the weird thing is like he didn't get like an interview aside from the Falcons last year, and like Robert Kraft did no favors to him. Basically, like stabbed him back and said, "Oh, he wants total control. He won't do it without total control." It's like,
which he does, but
he does want total control, yes.
But teams are going to give that to him.
The only thing is, like, he needs someone who can do personnel on the offense. Like, he's amazing on defense, like defensive players, amazing.
Well,
but
he'd bring Josh McDaniels back. I guarantee he'd bring Josh McDaniels with him.
Well, he had McDaniels. It's not like McDaniels like new like personnel.
Like Tom Brady, Bill Belichick's an average coach. Straight up. He's great. He's great defensive mind, man. He's a good coach. He just, without Brady, he's right in the middle of the pack. Or with the pack, I should say.
Listen.
Because he desperately wanted that 300th win, the Shula record.
I don't necessarily agree with that. And I'll tell you why. When Tom Brady went out for a year, Matt Castle went 11-5 and got a record contract from the Chiefs, and then became an average quarterback with the Kansas City Chiefs, right? When Peyton Manning went out for a year, the head coach, the GM, the defensive coordinator, everybody lost their job.
But they were able to bring him back, though.
And they went 2-11.
I just think there was a different momentum there in New England. Like, it was... Yeah, it's a different momentum. Like, Castle may have been a better quarterback than the Colts backup. Who was the Colts? Who came in for the Colts?
Sorgi.
Yeah, who the hell's that?
Jim Sorgi.
Yeah, see, exactly.
But I'm just saying, so
I don't know.
After Manning went down, they didn't bring him back and they drafted Luck.
Yeah.
Luck, spectacular. Like, I wish they would have built that team.
They ruined Andrew Luck.
And instead he retired early because he kept getting just crushed.
Didn't he get a lacerated spleen one time from getting
all kinds of, like, he was over like in Europe going for like experimental procedures and stuff, just trying to help him out. Like, it was bad. It was a bad time for him.
The Colts did him right though at the end, because they could have not paid him his money, and they could
ask for the money back.
They still paid him his bonuses and all that.
Well, what was ridiculous about that though is, like, Indiana fans are like, the Colts fans are mad at him when they don't realize, like, the dude, like, took a beating,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That dude was let down by that organization. Like, really. That's
Jim
where
Hurts,
that's why when Bill Polian's running his mouth, I was like, dude, you ruined Andrew Luck.
Yeah. Jim Irsay
so just going back to New England, like I think it was the GM. Like when Bill Belichick became the GM and was like the decider for all personnel, that was the problem. Like Bill Belichick, he might be a good head coach, great head coach, like best NFL head coach of all time, brilliant defensive mind. But as far as offensive personnel goes, he's just not the guy to pick him.
Yeah. Well, hey Vic, I just want to ask you, like, you think without Brady all those years in New England, how many Super Bowls would Belichick have? You think?
See, I don't. Here's the thing. Like, here's what I think about Tom Brady. Tom Brady is not the most physically talented quarterback there is. Like,
no,
he couldn't throw the ball like John Elway. He couldn't call plays like Peyton Manning. But what he did do is he took less money, so everybody played around him. Like I remember when he played against the Giants, right? And the first time, and they're just trying to get that Hail Mary. And every time Jason Pierre-Paul and Michael Strahan are killing him, right? I mean, killing him. He's jumping up, calling timeout, and going right back at it. Like, he just made people want to play with and for and towards him. Like, he was just like a good teammate. Unlike Aaron Rodgers, who always makes the most money, has only won one Super Bowl, tries to build his own teams and all those things. So Tom Brady helped Bill Belichick with, like, it was a good fit together. You know,
so I'm just saying, early in Brady's career, I'm thinking, like, had Drew Bledsoe not gotten injured, if it was Drew Bledsoe with Belichick for a couple of years, I still think Belichick gets 2 Super Bowls.
Yeah.
Just based on defensive performance alone.
Yeah.
If Drew Bledsoe stuck around, because Drew Bledsoe was a good quarterback.
Yeah. He was.
He was, but he wasn't. Brady is smart on the field. That guy knows what's going on. He can process information very quickly. That's his best skill set, is processing information quickly and getting the ball where it needs to go.
So with
I
that
don't
thought,
think
they
may
that
have
thought,
won
we can actually
one.
fangirl over Bo Nix.
But hold on, they may have won one with Bledsoe with Belichick.
I'd say
it's just a completely different player, man. Drew Bledsoe was more talented as far as arm strength and shit like that. But studying the game, going over the plays and dedicating your life to it, even getting a divorce over the shit.
Brady. I think it was the jiu-jitsu coach that got him divorced.
Yeah.
Wasn't it the jiu-jitsu?
It was one of those where Giselle's like, stay home. He's like, nah, I'm going to go play football. I'm out.
Yeah. I got this game tape to watch, baby.
He stayed home for a few weeks with those kids. He's like, man, fuck these kids. I can go play football.
But do we really blame him? I mean, You got like 37 kids, Daryl.
I'd have more. If it wasn't so hard, if my wife didn't nearly die the last couple times, I'd probably have more.
Oh my God, what's wrong? How many kids you got now, Tony?
4.
What?
Yeah,
kids everywhere.
Well, 2 step and then 2 of my own.
Okay.
See, I think 4 is a good number.
Why don't you have more, Gary?
Samantha said absolutely not, and went in and got it all taken care of, so she could not have more.
She basically said, no, she's not having sex with you anymore. She doesn't want kids.
Yeah.
I mean, you have it 3 times and you get 3 kids. She didn't want another. She's got to do something, right?
Yeah, I don't like
that. 1,000. Get out of here. Put that thing away.
The fact that she stayed around until after the bachelor party is really what's the most impressive.
That was yeah. I mean, she likes me. What can I say?
That was a highly
she really
impressive
likes
night
me.
for
It's
you.
weird.
Didn't you fall down the stairs that night?
I definitely needed help down the stairs.
If you guys didn't know this, were you guys at his bachelor party?
No.
Bachelorette party works, whichever.
You know, with the Chippendales, yeah, no. I was the dancer, Gary.
Listen, Gary starts drinking at like 6 o'clock at night. This is when Gary didn't hardly drink at all. And I'm like, what are you doing? He's like, I'm partying tonight. And I'm like, yeah, but it's like 6 o'clock and the party's not till 9, so why
you want to make it to the party, right?
He didn't make it through the party.
Anyway, so getting back to football and stuff, who do you think's going to get the number 1 pick?
Oakland Raiders.
They're taking.
Or Las Vegas, I guess.
Are they
not
tanking for
Oakland.
real? Because I don't think Pierce is the kind of coach that tanks.
I don't think they're tanking. I just think that they're
But-
going to tank.
But New York is terrible enough to not have to tank.
Yeah.
And I honestly think the Raiders are worse than the Giants.
Really?
I think so.
Who's on the Raiders offense? I can't name one player.
Jacoby Myers. He's putting up
I don't even
Devontae
know.
numbers.
Really, I don't even know who he is.
He really is.
I know Max Crosby. That's it.
And Brock
Brock
Bowers.
Bowers.
Oh yeah, there you go.
The only
There's that
problem
name.
is they got Desmond Ritter throwing him the ball.
Mhm.
I like
Oh,
that
is
guy
he
coming out of
getting
college.
fumbled
too.
Gardner, Minshew's out. Aiden O'Connell's out. They're down to Desmond Ritter.
Yeah. And
That's
listen,
pretty bad.
I'm just have we ever seen a more garbage product than the NFL right now? I mean, you look at Matt Eberflus, who stuck around for 3 seasons, Doug Peterson, who, I mean, shouldn't have came back from London. Brian, whatever his name is, up with the Giants, is it
Dable.
DeBell?
Oh, Dable.
Yeah. Robert Saleh from the Jets, right? And Nathaniel Hackett. Like, we don't, like, the talent is just bad, right? Like,
A lot of it comes down to coaching. Like, makes me rethink my life decisions. I was like, man, if I would have just went that way a little bit, I'd probably be a great coach.
I could have went
Yeah, I mean-
0-18 on Sundays.
Easy.
Sign me up.
Dude,
wait,
You
hold
mean
on,
where do I
I'm leaving
sign?
on Sunday?
we just show up to the facility, eat some food, show up on
Dude.
Sunday, lose. It's all the same.
Eberflus just sounds like a guy that should not be coaching.
Sounds like a sneeze.
Yeah.
Sounds like a fart and a sneeze at the same.
Same time. It's a little
I
juicy
think-
on that one.
Yeah, I think, right now we'll look back at, when you think of the NBA, like the glory days of the NBA, like for at least us, right? Kobe Bryant, Tim Duncan, we got to grow up watching like the greats, and now we have the product that we have now, which is terrible, right? I think that's that we're gonna look back and look at the NFL like this, it's just so watered down. The product is not, even though it's more popular than it's ever been. I just think it's a worse product, right?
Yep.
I mean,
It's the
Chiefs,
competition. So, like,
Yeah.
remember, it always seemed like if you won the Super Bowl, you got the hardest schedule the next year.
Yeah, it doesn't happen now.
exactly. I mean, I was
It,
looking at
it doesn't seem like that happens now. They're like, yeah, you're going to have just a middle of the pack deal.
It
Yeah.
And if you were
changes
terrible last year,
too.
you're going to have the worst schedule of all time.
yeah.
It changes to the rules over time too that really hurt the fucking game.
Yeah.
You got to
I
be
mean-
able to hit the quarterback.
It's super popular, but I don't think it's near as good a product as what it used to be. Same
No.
thing like with the NHL, man. I used to love the NHL when we got the Avalanche, right? Now it's Patrick Law and Forsberg and
Yeah.
all those
Our
guys.
rivalry with the Red Wings, man, when they were just
Mhm.
punching each other.
They went on strike. They came back, and I don't
Right.
know how popular they are now. I don't watch them, and I don't like the product as much. They made it. They tried to make it so they score more, just like the NBA, how they want them to score more.
Well, that's football, too.
Yeah.
You know?
Could you imagine Brian Dawkins, Ronnie Lott, John Lynch, Steve Atwater playing
Suspended
in
for
today's
entire
NFL?
seasons because they hit somebody? Yeah, I could see that.
Yeah, they would suspend. I mean, Kareem Jackson.
Kareem
was
Jackson.
getting- Yeah, they ruined his career, and he wasn't even playing dirty.
No,
Ronnie
hitting
Lott-
people.
Yeah, when
Like
Wait.
Montez Perfect.
Oh,
Uh,
Yeah,
That was a
you know?
bad hit. That was
Would
terrible.
Could you imagine Romanowski playing now?
God, no, but I would love it. Could you imagine that? That guy was like
He'd
psychotic.
spit at people, spit in their face,
Yeah,
poke their
poke
eye,
him.
break their arm.
Well, that was Talib poked him in the eyes. I'm like, boom, straight through the face mask. Ah.
I
Yeah,
love to leave, man. I'm going to
ripping off
snatch your chain and
chains.
poke you in the eye. Yeah, fuck you, bitch.
do you guys remember the Bronco game where it was the Broncos versus the Raiders, maybe in like the early '90s, and that was when it was real ugly, right? And a fight broke out on the field, and a fan came running up, and of all the people he picked Steve Atwater, right? Like the fan on the field running, and Steve Atwater just you do this. It was wild. You guys remember
You're like,
that?
I don't remember that.
No.
I remember Atwater knocking down Okoye. That was the highlight of my life.
No, this is my house, bitch. That's what he
Yeah.
told him. Boom, boom. He killed him. That was the end of his career. He never
He
played
was,
again.
yeah, he was no longer Okoye after that.
Mm-mm. It's like a boxer that got his jaw broke. Like, he doesn't know what to do.
And that guy was 3 times that water size, man. He was huge.
Boom. Well, I guess we're going to wrap it up for this portion of next 4 quarters for the week. Remember to like, follow, or subscribe. And if you like something, let us know. If you dislike something, or let us know your thoughts on the Aaron Hernandez story, since we went there. And we'll catch up to you guys soon.
With laughter and stories, it's a holiday. From old memories to new jokes, we're ready to deal. Life's a wacky game.